Pinkie Apple Pie. This was an episode. I absolutely loved it. Absolutely. Just adore this episode. It's just everything about it. I have not heard anyone else's opinion on it. This is just mine. It's not influenced by anyone else's opinion. I can't find any fault with this episode. I can only find good moments with it. The plot is basic. I will say that. It's just Pinkie Pie thinks that she's related to Applejack, so the Apple family takes her on a journey to go visit someone from the Apple family who might be able to figure out if she actually is related or not. Plot twist. She doesn't know either. So it's still up to consideration of the viewer, or for lack of a better word, just go along with it. She's just... It's just... I love this episode. I love it. Probably my favorite, if not... one of my favorites, if not my favorite episode of the season. Maybe even beating out Flight to the Finish. Maybe even beating out episodes like Keep Calm and Flutter On, or even, dare I say, Hurricane Fluttershy, which is my favorite episode if you didn't know. I just love it. I don't know why exactly I love it. Maybe it's just that it's so relatable to my life. Just families have arguments, as you could clearly see in the episode. They all feel that they're right. Everyone wants to chip in with their own opinions conflict with each other, but at the end of the day, we learn from our conflicts. It's just everyone in the episode acts like a family should act. They build up their experiences with one another. And just more rambling. Alright, parts of the episode that I found a bit weird. Applelicious. Apple Bloom. Why? But that's a minor nitpick. A very minor nitpick. If it is even a nitpick. I've basically just accepted at this point that the staff of the show is just gonna throw just memes at us. They're trying to force us to just make whatever they want into a meme. But honestly, I've just accepted at this point that they're just gonna keep doing that. I'm not gonna ask them to stop because I know that they've pretty much finished most, if not all, the episodes already. They've finished making them, at least. Alright, my favorite moments of the episode are just... whenever the Apple family is arguing, it feels like a regular family argument. Families are supposed to argue. That's how they learn from each other. But Pinkie Pie... Now this is where I'm gonna go off on a bit of a tangent. Pinkie Pie is probably perfectly characterized here. More so than any episode I can think of at this moment. She just sees the situation for the good in it. If there is no good in the situation, then she just makes it into just a fun situation. Just the Apple family does argue a lot in this episode, but Pinkie Pie is just there to just try to keep the peace. Whenever she can't keep the peace, she just sits back and let it all blow over for themselves. She knows when to not make things worse. She knows. I don't know how she knows, but it's just. She somehow is just. Well characterized here. Good situations, enjoy them to the full of your ability. Bad situations, turn them into good situations. That's how Pinkie Pie should be written. Speaking of written, this is a new writer, Natasha something or other. I can't remember the last name right now, but yeah, I'll look it up when I have time. But this is a new writer. Same scenario with Flight to the Finish, where they had Ed Valentine writing. I love Flight to the Finish. I love this episode. Yeah, I have a cough right now. Just deal with it. Hopefully it fixes itself by next week. Alright, I'm gonna move on to the song, because that's one thing I really want to talk about. The song works so well with just... I don't know what it is about it. It just seems like it fits so well with the... it might as well be the Brony national anthem. Or international anthem. Just... if you really think about it, it's kind of telling the story of bronies. I might be going a bit too deep into this, but might as well share it anyway. Alright, in the song, it says, "We travel a road of generations." That means generations 1, 2, 3, and 3.5, and 4. Yes, bronies definitely do travel the road of generations. We have... there has been a show for like 30 years or something, and it's just... But anyway, yeah. We're joined by a common bond, which is we all love ponies. We all... we can all be independent from each other, but we're... To use a quote from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, we're independent together. Yeah. We are joined with our love of ponies. We sing our song across the Pony Nation. We just love to talk about it, even in public sometimes. We're just all over the place. We've just grown from Equestria and beyond, outside the internet. I just... We're bronies forever, bronies together. We're family, but so much more. I'm ridiculous. No matter what comes, we will face the weather. Weather relating to haters. We're apples to the core. We are bronies to the core. Eh. That's enough of digging too deep into things, but back to the episode itself. It's just what I think about it. Everything in this episode is probably more natural than Rarity Takes Manhattan. I've had experiences in my life where I just spend time with my family. I bicker with them. We learn from our experiences, but we're still connected. We still love each other. It's just, yeah. I don't know really much else to say about it. It's just, okay, what's her face at the end of the episode? Can't remember her name, but crazy cat lady, weird. Appalicious, weird. Minor nitpicks. The rest of the episode is just perfect. I can relate to it. I can relate to pretty much every part of it. Pinkie Pie's humor is probably the best it's ever been, without being too ridiculous, and it just fits the situation really well here. While the Apple family, like I said, is connected, but sometimes has arguments with each other. They learn from their arguments, they learn from their mistakes, they learn from their experiences, they have experiences with each other. I'm just rambling still. Anyway. Yeah. I don't really know what else to say. We just had a bit of thunder right there, so that's why I was spacing out. Sorry about that. This episode just relates really well to me. I would easily give it like 9.5 or above. Maybe a 10. Maybe. But for now, it's just between 9.5 and 10. I know I don't explain things very well when I speak. Just, I loved the episode. If you don't, that's your opinion. I'm definitely going to disagree with you, but this is my review. This is what I think. This is how I feel. I just love this episode. Would watch a bunch of times. The song, ever since the animatic, I wanted to see the song in its full glory. I wanted to see the episode in its full glory. I had pretty lofty expectations of this episode. I thought somewhere around 8.5 and 9. Now, it just exceeded my expectations in pretty much every way. But now that the last scene of the animatics has aired, we have no idea what's going to happen for the rest of the show. The only things that we know are from the vague synopses of the episodes and from promo pictures and videos that they give us. But that's it. That's all. It's pretty much just a wild ride from here. And I hope we enjoy it. One last thing, Season 5 has been announced. Yeah. So, feel free to talk about the episode in the comments. And I sound like every YouTuber ever who tells you to go into the comments and type something. Just, if you want to, that is. I'm not making you. I'm not forcing you. I don't force you to do anything. Just, I love this episode. I wanted to share my opinion. And I hope that the rest of the season continues to give me great moments. And I can't think of anything witty to say at the end of this. I'm just ending it.